Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. This is our project title for an efficient file hierarchy attribute-based encryption scheme in cloud computing. Okay, this is our abstract. So, in the domain of cloud, the cloud is a model for enabling services uses ubiquitous, convenient, and on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. So here the cloud with we can store in and retrieving data easily. Here we will using the cryptographic method. Cryptographic means more methodologies using encrypt and decrypt the data. So here we will using the CPABE as the ciphertext policy attribute based encryption has been a preferred encryption technology to solve the challenging problem of secure data sharing in cloud computing. The shared data files generally have the characteristics of multi-level hierarchy, particularly in the area of healthcare and the military. Here, however, the hierarchy structure of shared files have not been exploited in CPABE as a cybertext policy attribute-based encryption. An efficient file hierarchy attribute-based encryption is processed in cloud computing. So here the layered access structure are integrated into a single access structure, and then the hierarchical files are encrypted with the integrated access structure. Okay, this is the flow diagram for the ciphertext policy attribute based encryption. So the first one is the profile registration in the cloud. So here this is the basic security policies in the all systems. So the profile registration means the every user has assigned some username and password. So when the users come to the cloud, they enter the username and password, both are match is go for next phase. The next one is the data owner details. The data owners verify the user details as the TPA. TPA means the third party auditor. He is the maintain for the all users records, and the TPA is the key provider or the key generator. Here the public and the private keys will be generated. The key is the one of the component. It's based on it is mainly used for security purpose on the data encryption. So the next one is the encryption. The encryption and the decryption is the one of the part for the cryptographic technologies. Here we will using the different encrypt and decryption algorithms. For example, AES algorithm, triple DS, blowfish algorithms. Here we will using attribute based encryption. Attribute means for example I'm taking the patient. Patient is our concept with patient ID. Patient details is the attributes of the patient. So for any attribute based we will encrypt our data. So the data is come to the cloud service provider, CSP is the cloud service provider. Here the data will be transferred as the communication will be processed. Simply talk with the socket is a channel of communication. So here the socket means is a channel of communication for the client and the server. It's the same process of CSP is cloud service provider. So the cloud service provider is checking the user's details and to providing some services or some tasks. So again finally the CSPs verify the user details, and the data will be stored into the cloud. So the data is uploaded into the cloud. After the data uploaded, the users downloaded to the cloud. So the users come to the TPA to get the decryption key, and the decryption key using the data will be downloaded into the cloud. So finally the user is access the data. So now the demo section is start for an efficient file hierarchy attribute based encryption scheme in cloud computing. This is the home page. So when the user is come to the home, to click the user. So the user details is the Gangadharan. Okay, so user details is Gangadharan. Our database 11/08/1991. Okay, so the address is Raji Rajigo Street. So there is Maharashtra state, Maharashtra. Username is friend. Again the password is friend. So there user details is successfully registered. So the data has come to the username and password. So the login is successful. So login is successful. So the user details is come to the data owner. The data owners verify the user's details is based on the some process verifications. So this is our file as the enc.txt. So the file size will be getted into the megabytes. So the username is friend. The username is friend. So the TP is not selected. When click to the TPA button, the TP is selected. The TPA name is Shakti. So the friend user to select the TPA as Shakti. Okay. So next your details is valid for TPA. Okay. So the data has come to the TPA page. The TPA is the key provider. He is the maintenance for all records. So records, our district is Mumbai. So our district is Mumbai. District is Mumbai. So our district is Mumbai. So selecting the process not selected. So when click to the mode, the user mode is selected, or the upload and the download. The user is selecting the upload process. So enter the key. Your key is assigned to the uploading process. So the data will be valid. So the user details is verified after go away. Okay. So again to be selected the file parts. To be selecting the files as enc.txt. This is our file. So the file name will be displayed. When I click to the encryption, the data will be encrypted. So the data will be encrypted successfully. So now we will use the upload and download process. So here file chooser choosing a particular files. Here I am choosing the file as encrypted. So the data.txt, this is our file to be selecting the cloud to. So the file is encrypted. Now I am to be click the upload button. So upload button, the data will be uploaded into the cloud. So next I am processing to the file as to be receive the processing data. So here the file is to be processed. Okay. So here this is the form of key generation. So the key is to be displayed. So this is our key. So here the key is the one of the component. Here the key using to be stored in cloud. So the cloud is assigned. And the file is to be sent. Okay. The file is to be sent. The file is received. So the file is stored into cloud. So the cloud name, the file, this is our key. So the file is successfully to be stored into the cloud. Okay. So here the file is successfully stored into the cloud. Again the user is to be download the process as downloading the file. So the user is selecting the files to be in the cloud. Okay. So the user is selecting the cloud 2. So the file is data.txt. So the user is request to the server, and the server is the user's request to the server, and the server is response to the client. So now the users requesting for processing some key values to be discussed. So receive request, the cloud is assigned name to, and the file name is data.txt. So the file will be request. Okay. So the key is to be send key. So the here the key is to be sent, and here the key is received. This is our key. Okay. It's our key. So here I am using the download request. Enter the key. So here the key will be entered. Okay. So this is our key. So when I click to the download request, this is the download request. Sir, ಇದು download request has received and okay, so again we'll click the download request. Here the receive, so the key is to be displayed, so the user is to be download the file, so the file is successfully to be download. Okay, thank, the code part is finished. Thanks for listening.